It was a dark and snowy night. The air was alive with a powerful emotion. Fear, black and ugly. Fear like you've never known before. Fear like your mother.
Lily and Jojo trudged from the building of Jessie Knight. The cold wind tickling the back of their necks like mini feathers. A coyote sang his mournful song in the distance. Maybe in Arizona. As they battled the winter wind and the sinister snow and avoided the abominable automobiles, the Spinal Lodge, they finally arrived safely at the resting place, aka parking spot, of Jojo's beloved transportation device, Carton. Pulling out her magical clickers with powers incomprehensible to the lowly human mind, she activated the engine initiator, and then there was silence. Macabre silence. Deafening silence.
Jojo fell to her knees, her mind spinning as she grasped the horrible truth. Her car was dead. Deceased. Had given up the ghost. Was no more. Was metaphorically pushing up daisies. Unconsciously, her head and arms reached timidly towards the heavens as she exclaimed in utter despair. Lily tenderly embraced her and said, "I guess we'll have to ruin Darcy's date."
But Jojo leapt to her feet, her fist gripped tightly on Lily's arm. No, we cannot do that. I have an alternative scheme of events which are to come. We will call someone else.
She dialed the 10-digit numerical values which belonged to the noblest of all mankind, Landon. Minutes seemed like hours as Lily and Jojo waited in the still warm corpse of their venerated friend. They could feel as the connecting bond between car and driver dissipated into the cold night air. If you were listening closely, you might have heard a faint whisper as Carton struggled to draw his dying breath.
Unable to remain inside any longer, the girls made an exodus to the rear of the mortal remains, humming a lamenting tune.
Grief-stricken, Jojo was about to self-destruct when in the nick of time, the valiant knight, Landon, showed up riding his white metallic steed. He immediately seized control of the situation, commanding the girls in a lowercase godlike manner. Her hands fumbling with the controls, Jojo finally managed to open the hood of her most amiable comrade. Towering over it, Landon connected the cables of life to Carton's battery-like heart as he said, "You always need to put the black one on first. It will ground it."
Smart man.
He learned that yesterday.
Through their tears, the girls nodded, in awe at his overwhelming intellect.
At Landon's command, Jojo reinserted herself into the driver's seat, memories playing like sweet fields across her mind. When she put the key in the ignition, a flash of hope filled her heart as she heard Carton's heart flutter. Moments later, under the sure hand of their champion, Carton was resurrected. And then, they all lived happily ever after as they drove off into the sunrise.
That's